A string is a series of individual characters, such as a word. Strings are usually stored in either single quotes, for example, hello inside of single quotes, or double quotes. Sometimes there's a special type for strings, but a lot of times strings are stored as one-dimensional arrays with a single character in every element. So in other words, a string is an array of characters, an array in which every element is a single character. How do you put values in string variables? Well, of course it depends, but in many cases strings can be assigned. So you can take a string, whatever you have in the quotes, whether it's single or double quotes, and assign it to a string variable. A lot of languages have functions that can read an entire string. So for example, that you type in from the keyboard, you can read in the entire string into a string variable. There's some common operations on strings, and a very common operation is what is called concatenation, which means joining strings together. So depending on the language, there may be an operator or a function that would accomplish this. So for example, if we had a string hello and we had a string there, notice a space before the there, and we have some kind of concatenation operator that joins them together and stores them in a variable, then that would result in the variable storing hello space there. So again, the combination of the two strings. So that is called concatenation, and some languages also have a way of splitting strings. Most languages have some functions that perform operations on strings, such as comparing strings to see if they're equivalent, so to see if they're exactly equal to each other, returning the length of a string, so how many characters are in a string, finding a character or a substring within a string, so looking for a particular character, a set of characters within a string, and also find and replace, so looking for a character or a substring within a string and then replacing, if you find that, with something else.